Lads and gents, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. You want to make a lot of coins, use Mud Exchange. I've made well over 50 to 60 mil literally in a couple of months, boys. It's unbelievable. They got a snipe spotter, which is essentially like, hey, do you want free coins? Yeah, take it. It shows you the snipe, you buy it, you sell it. It literally tells you what the card sells for. It tells you everything. You need it, boys, all right? And then sets. It shows you every single set that's profitable on the game right now. It's unbelievable. Really, really solid, boys. Make sure you use code TATE, link down in the description, boys. Mud Exchange, the #1 coin maker out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I pride myself on. It is
It's pretty much being able to do the fun things in the game and like make profit on it, do profit on it. So we're gonna walk you guys through that. Okay, boys, lock the freak in. Got a lot of 89s. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna do a lot of stuff, boys. How to make coins or at least break even, right? I mean, so that you can have fun, give yourself a chance to make a bunch of coins, and it's just fantastic off mystery packs, that is. All right, boys, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please, boys. I appreciate it very, very much. Every single one of you guys helps out a ton, trust me, boys. All right, let's get right into this. First and foremost, we got to talk about training. That's where it all starts. I got my training, so 491,000. I paid about 300 and about 340-ish thousand coins. All right, so I'm gonna start my thing at 340,000 coins. That's gonna be our ticker for mystery packs, right, to show us how close we are to profiting, breaking even, that kind of thing. All right, boys, what am I buying for training is the question, right? I mean, what are you supposed to buy for training? Because that kind of is where it all starts. If you buy your training for too expensive, you put yourself in a very bad position to make coins even at all. All right, boys, and let's talk about what I want you guys to buy for training. So first and foremost, 97s, I would say for under 190K. Now, this is where it gets a little iffy, okay? Because like last night, this morning I was able to get them for under about 200K, which was what I was buying them for. But I want you guys to like get them for cheap, right? Because if you can get it for cheap, then you're like almost for sure making profit. So yeah, I would say honestly under 190 to 200K-ish. All right, around there is what I would say for 97s. 96s around 113K and under ish, somewhere around there. All right, another thing that you guys don't want to sleep on is like 93s. Okay, 93s you can actually get for roughly if you can get them for around like 27 to 30ish K, that's a good price to buy them at. All right, so keep that in mind as well. All right, boys, so training is where it all starts. So I spent 340K. All right, now let's take a look at a couple of other things that you're going to want to know for this. All right, you need to remember this in your memory bank. All right, let's take a look at 88 and 89s. Okay, this is very important, all right, boys. 88s and 89s, as you can see, cheapest ones are going for around 8,000 coins. So that immediately means that every 88 you pull and every 89 you pull, please do not quick sell. All right, I used to quick sell them, all right, because they didn't go for anything. But now with Sugar Rush out and all those sets that need these 88 and 89s, these go for something. So keep these, all right? Keep these bad boys. Take a look at 90 to 91s, all right? 90 and 91s. As you can see, 91s are going for roughly 13-ish K. All right, 91s are pretty expensive. 90 overalls are not 13K, just because there's so many popping up. They're roughly 11-ish is what you can get them to sell for. A good one to look at is like Genki Force. A lot of people pull 90 overall Genki Forces. They go for roughly 10 to 11K. You can easily sell them for 11K. So we're going to keep our 90 overalls, all right? And keep your 91 overalls. 91 overalls go for about 14-ish K. And then 92s. You pull a lot of 92s from other stuff. Oh, and 93s, of course. 93s, you can sell for about 35K. So just because you're sniping them for training doesn't mean you don't sell them when you pull them, right? So keep that in mind as well. And then Super Bowl 92s, as you can see, roughly 25K. So you definitely want to make sure to sell those. So as you can see, essentially anything that is an 88 plus, you want to go ahead and keep so that you guys can sell it. All right, let's get right into these mystery packs. I've got my little ticker right here, right, boys? 340K was the start. Let's see how close we can get to breaking even. All right, now, of course, it's a given. You pull a core elite pack, instant profit. All right, and you're guaranteed to pull core elite packs. Like, core elite packs are not extremely hard to pull, so keep that in mind. First pack is going to be a 94 plus here. It's a 94. Beautiful. Very good. And an 89. Good. So, for instance, in this case, we can, with our little ticker, I'm going to take, boom, 89. I'm going to minus 7,000 coins for it. you're really gonna get like 7,300, but we're being safe here. And then this 94 overall, yeah, we always sell these. These are gonna go for roughly, lowest buy now is 95K. Guys, trust me, I'm not one of those people. We're not doing that. It's gonna be roughly 42,000 coins is what you're gonna get after tax for this card. All right, 42,000 is all right. So as you can see, we're already down to 291,000. Really good start. All right, boys, keep those. I'll sell those later. Now, quick little tip here for these 89s and 88s. Chances are, if you do like a bunch of training into rerolls, you're gonna have a lot of them to post, right? So what should you do? Get the Madden companion app, completely free, and you can post up multiple cards at a time. That's what we were doing with Sugar Rush packs, if you guys remember that. Sugar Rush packs. So anything that's like an 87 or under, me personally, I quick sell it. All right. Sure, maybe some of them you can sell for like 3 to 4K or whatever. Not really big on that. I don't really care about 3 or 4K. I mean, it adds up, sure, but yeah, I just don't want that. All right, another core elite, beautiful, man, absolutely love it. That's a guaranteed 92. Beautiful. I mean, it's a 92. That's not great, but it is what it is. Minus, we'll go minus 20K on those. I know you saw them go for 25K, but let's play it a little safer. Go 20K, and we'll call it good. All right. So yeah, I would recommend, highly recommend posting multiple cards at a time. Right? You can post like 20 89s at a time or whatever on the Madden companion app. All right, boys. So that's something to keep in mind, right? A bunch of 87 and unders, go ahead and quick sell. We don't want to deal with that. All right, sure, guys, if you want to be super stingy, sure, sell those, okay? But I have this thing called time, and it's not worth my time to sell 85 86s and 87s. All right, like, it's kind of a waste of time. All right, it's not worth the extra in a whole reroll. It might get you an extra 30 to 40K. To me, it's not worth it because it's going to take way too much auction space and way too much time. 89 and 88 overalls, they sell pretty quickly. Like, if you post up 80 overalls, or sorry, 89 overalls for 7.8K is what I was doing, right? They'll sell within 20 minutes. All 20 of them will. So that's good. That's really good. We like that, right? So yeah, that's something that is worth your time. All right. Quick sell these, keep the 90. The 90 goes for 11K. After tax, we'll say 10K on that bad boy, so minus 10,000. Beautiful. Puts us at 261,000 break even. Team of the year pack. Beautiful. This is that 91 I was talking about, right? You're guaranteed a 91 out of here. If you end up pulling a 95, amazing. If you end up pulling a 97, even better. You're 100% making coins. But as you can see, about 14 to 15K for these bad boys is what those go for. So we'll go to minus about the 13K on that, somewhere around there. It might be like 12.5, but whatever. We snubbed ourselves out of a little bit of coins earlier, so we'll call it even. Another core elite, third core elite. I know what you guys are saying. He pulls so many core elites, I can't pull none, brother. I open so much trading that like I low-key, like, my account deserves it. Okay, boys? 93 overall. Beautiful. Boom. Another 30K, like I told you guys earlier, right? So, boom, 30K. Awesome. That puts us at 218K, by the way, is our break even, 218K. And I think we're only down 100,000 training because we've been quick selling everything as we go. That's not, like, worth selling. So, it gets you a little bit extra coins. So, we are in a really good spot right now, boys. We've made back so much of our coins. And we've only spent 100,000 training, which is very good. Very happy with that. All right, so let's clutch up here. Hopefully, pull some more juice. Midfield packs are hit or miss, right? Like if you can out of midfield packs, if you can manage to pull a couple of 88s, there you go, 88. Like that's good, right? That's good. Minus 7,000. Like if you can manage to do that, you're gonna be in a great spot. So. Gotta keep that in mind. All right, boys, definitely keep that in mind. Bubba Watson with a birdie on first. Wow. W Bubba. Let's go, baby. Got the Masters on, as you guys can imagine. But, yeah, Super Bowl pack's great. Gives you 92s, gives you 89s. Beautiful pack right here. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I love about, like, you pull a Super Bowl pack, you're not going to get hurt from it, right? If you can pull a couple of 89s, you're going to be in great position. All right, minus 14K for both those added up. We got another Genki Force pack, maybe a 93. Every once in a while, too, you're going to pull like a 95 from a Super Bowl pack or a 96 from a Genki Force. No, it's not very often, okay, boys? Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say you're going to pull it a lot, okay? That's not common, okay? But it's possible. It's definitely possible. Same thing with the same thing with midfield packs. Sometimes they get you sometimes they give you some juice, which is good to keep in mind. Also, something I always forget to talk about because they're fairly non-existent, like don't expect to pull a lot of these, right? Is coin cards, platinum cards. Any sort of gold, any sort of elite, any sort of platinum card, bro, goes a long way in this because it's just free coins, right? It's coins that are, you don't have to wait for something to sell and you don't have to take tax off that. So really good if you can pull one of those. I shouldn't say they're super rare. Wow, 95 from a midfield. There you go. So that's what I'm talking about when I say midfields can give out, you know, high overall cards too. Semi-rare, yes. However, today I've already pulled a 95 from a midfield and a 96 in the span of an hour and a half. So kind of interesting there, all right? Minus 90K for this because I'm selling it for 100,000 coins. After tax, 90K is what we get back, all right? So we got 240,000 trading left, and I only need to make back 100,000 coins. We're on a really good pace right now. I'd say we're not right on pace. We're definitely ahead of pace. We've definitely pulled some higher overall cards. We pulled a good amount of core elite packs, right? We pulled a 92, 93, 94, which is good. But we did also pull a 95 from a midfield pack. So that's really solid as well, all right? You pull yourself an ultimate legend pack, that's a guaranteed 20K. Yeah, just overall some good stuff. Minus 7K right there. Beautiful. Alrighty, baby. Come on. Show us some love here. Show us some love. Maybe another core elite. Maybe a 93 from a Genki Force. Maybe another 90. I don't know. Like 90, sometimes they just don't even come out of these packs. I'm not gonna lie. They just hide. All right. Yeah. I don't know where they are. The thing about these packs is like when you buy these packs, all right, when you get the training initially for these packs, they're gonna cost you roughly, I want to say, like 13,000 coins per pack. So every pack you open is about 13,000 coins worth of training. But when you quick sell everything, right? So I'm quick selling 86s, 87s, and unders, all that stuff, right? When you quick sell all those cards, nice little 90 right there. We like that. Minus 10K for that. When you quick sell those, it really brings your coins down to like 8,000 to 9,000, right? Because instead of opening, you know, 30 packs or whatever that I was able to open, I'm able to open 40, 45, 50, somewhere around there. You know what I mean? Because it just allows you to open way more packs, which is amazing. So another minus 7,000. These are not hard to pull. As you can see, 88s and 89s, you guys should know this, are not hard to pull. It's not like they're extremely rare. And it's not like they go for an extreme amount of price either. It's just, yeah, they're good. Team of the year, another one. Can I get a 95? Haven't pulled a 95 in a while out of these Team of the Year packs. I'm due. Let's go. W pull. Minus 90K. Awesome. So we are officially in the profit. I'm up 14,000. Minus means up, by the way, because I put my starting amount, right? Put my starting amount, and then I minus the stuff off. So we have 120,000 trading left, and I'm already up 14,000 coins. Now, of course, yes, I got pretty fortunate with pulling some 95s. We're not going to lie, right? Of course. I got some 95s. Amazing. Beautiful. All right. Hey, you guys can do it too. Like, it's not just like I'm getting super lucky, boys. It's just that's just the way like these packs are right now. They're solid packs. Another 90, beautiful. Another 95. So minus 90,000 once again. Yeah, I maybe have pulled a few more 95s than the average person, but hey, we'll see how much profit I make after this, and we'll kind of show that there is room for error. Another Team of the Year pack. Wow. So like today in general, I pulled a lot of core elites and a decent amount of Team of the Years. All right, so keep that in mind. Beautiful pack. So 7K plus 14K is 21K. Awesome. Minus 21,000. Awesome. Another Super Bowl pack. Beautiful thing is, I said this earlier, but let me just reiterate this, bro. I will literally go edit this video, and as I'm editing this video, I will keep the cards getting posted. Another 7,000 for that 89 I just pulled. I'll keep posting cards. By the time I get this video edited and posted, I'm gonna be back to or all those cards are gonna sell. So, you know, if you guys want to like open these packs, right, and then sell off the cards, go play a game or something, by the time you get done with your game, chances are they're gonna be done. All right. Pulling a minimum out of a core elite, it is what it is. That's, hey, we deserve it, right? Minus 20,000 coins for that puts us at 152,000. Excuse me, 152,000 coins in the profit without a coin card. No coin card yet, which is great, which is fantastic. Not even a gold one, so that's very good, very comforting. Another 88. Let's go. Beautiful. I love it, dude. I love it, man. It's fun. It's good. It's fun. You're making coins. You're having a good time. All right. Super Bowl pack once again. Give me 289s here, maybe a 92. I haven't pulled a 92 out of one of these in the video, or I think even today. Like even today while I was trying to stock up on some core elites for that Ultimate Legend video I posted, I don't think I pulled one. So, all right, midfield. Here we go. This might be our last pack. Yeah, it'll be our last pack. If I pull anything worth selling, good. If I pull anything worth selling, it won't be up there. Cool. So boom, minus 7,000. Alrighty, boys. So in the end, out of all the cards I pulled, if I were to sell the ones that go for a lot, we go ahead, boys, and we got back 166,000 in profit. That's 166,000 profit, which is great. Now, let's talk about that, of course. All right. If I would have managed to not pull the 94 from a core elite pack, all right, that would be, what was that, 42? So let's go plus 42. Oh no, I didn't pull it. I only profited 124K. Oh no, I didn't pull that 95 from a midfield pack. All right, that's fine. Plus 90,000. All right. Dang, tough, right? Boom, 34,000. I still profited 34,000, right? So you guys see there's plenty of room for a little bit of error, right? And say I didn't pull even some of those 92s or whatnot, sure, right? Say I didn't pull anything. I would have only lost like 50,000 coins. And for not pulling like anything that's like anything crazy, like no 92s, 93s, nothing like that. If you don't pull any of that and you only lose 50K, that's really not bad at all, man. Can't reiterate that enough, boys. But the truth of the matter is you open enough, right? You open enough, you're going to get on a hot streak of core elite packs. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. That happens for everyone. You're going to get on a hot streak of core elite packs, and you're going to end up pulling a 94, 95, 96 at some point through those, which will boost you big time towards that profit. All right, boys? I love you. Hopefully you guys learned something, boys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I'll see you guys on the next video. That was a good video. Peace.